Hello, world, social media. This your girl, She Bops, Sheila Kitchens. And today I would like to talk about depression. Depression sneaks up on you, you know. You can be very high, and happy and joyous one day and bubbly like I normally am. And then you have those times when you just come crashing down. Life will do that to everybody. It does it to, all of us. Nobody's exempt from life's ups and downs. And for me, it's been like one hit after another. On August 25th, I had a car accident where I was hit from behind, but it was my fault. So I have to put that out there. So I'm fine. I'm okay. The other people okay. They're not going to sue me. We both got insurance. Insurance took care of everything. That's good. And but the big check that I ended up getting from my insurance company went straight to the financial institution where I financed my car through. So $14,000, boom. Okay, I can deal with that. That's all right. Hurt a little bit, but it's okay. And I only suffer whiplash anyways. I mean, a very light whiplash. I'm fine. I can still jump, bend, and do everything else. So thank God for that. And mainly, and God protected my life because it could have been horrible. And He protected my grandkids who were in the back seat. So I thank God for that. So got over that hurdle. Still all in the back of my mind and my heart. The main prevailing issue is, I have three sons in prison. And my baby son, he's 28. He's been in prison the longest. He's been in there since 2013. He's not doing so well, guys. He has had mental health issues since he was 3 because he was violated in a daycare. And so, years of him going through treatment, hospital, mental health hospitals and all that kind of stuff, medication. I went through it all. Him being thrown out of school, you name it, just all kind of stuff. But he ended up getting himself together when he was like 16, 17. And I mean, finding some type of balance where he can be productive. And so, started his life. And then all of a sudden at 19, he was accused of something that he didn't do and just thrown in jail without any evidence and just somebody's word against his. So just having to think about what he's going through. It's very heartbreaking for me. I pray for God to give him some peace and some respite. A glass of water or a nice smile, clean food, a cell where there's a window. At least he can see outside and smell the air. But truth of the matter is that's few and far in between. He's been just constantly harassed and just pushed to his limits. And he's always been suicidal. He self-harms and they don't care, So, dealing with that. And then the other day, like on the September 13th of this year, he draws these beautiful pictures, and he sent me this picture because I told him, paint your reality for me. I want you to show it because I want to show the world what you see. So I began a thing of just showing his artwork, back and forth. This is some of his work right here. And just different things that he's been dealing with. This one is very powerful. Shows him sitting in the cell. He got chains around his hands. It's just absolutely heartbreaking. And then he drew this picture. This is the one that he's recently drew. That sent to me a few days ago. And look at this. This is his reality. Let me just put it against this background. It'll be easier. Yeah, that's his reality. And it's just heartbreaking. It's words cannot express. especially when you are convicted of something you didn't do, number one. And not only just that, but still life goes on. You have mental health issues that nobody is adhering to, nobody is doesn't care, you know. And so that makes me depressed at times, you know. A lot of times I pray and ask God for strength and guidance and things of that sort. But then you have those times in your life where sometimes you stop praying or whatever, or life just happens and, you know, you just get overwhelmed. And I think I'm at that point. And then I'm always on the go. I'm always involved with something. I'm a part of this wonderful organization called All of Us or None, who is ran by ex-incarcerated individuals and employs ex-incarcerated individuals. I'm like a volunteer basis, but we are getting the word out there and awareness and bringing hope and life to people even once they leave the prison institution. You know, giving them a voice and making their stories be heard. We have a lot of stuff going on, so go check us out. All of Us or None. We are in the Milwaukee chapter, but we're nationwide. But anyway, so that's the community service part of me is very compelling. It pushes me, it moves me forward, it motivates me to get out there and do the work. You know what I'm saying? Even if I don't get paid for it, and I don't. It's just a part of me. But some people tell me, "Hey, girl, you need to just chill. You know, you're too busy." And then I drive. In my professional life, I'm a chauffeur, and so it's I keep myself busy. But even amongst them being busy in life, I'm still yet single. I've been catfished by a guy and who is in prison, believe it or not, doing life. And I was believing that this man was my soulmate, and we were always talking and video chatting and all this good stuff. And I found out that he was just a dream. So I'm kind of hurt and disappointed behind that. Because I've been single for years. Since 2016, I've been single. And so I've dated, but those don't amount to anything. And they're just they're just seeking somebody they can lay up with. And I'm not for laying around. I practice celibacy. And so, there it is. I want something more than just So other than that, getting back to my depression is just everything just hit you all at once. The accident, and then right after I had my accident, I get a notice from my landlord that he's selling my place. I mean, I have a beautiful place. God always blesses me with beautiful places, so that in of itself is fine. But I just had bounced back from homelessness. I was homeless in 2016, bounced back. Then I was homeless again in 2018 and bounced back. And so I'm comfortable. I'm 47, I've always had my own hut, my own. And I used to like moving around because I've had like 45 houses or something that I've rented. So I just love moving around, even though I was like a gypsy. I love the new beginnings. I love what it represented and stood for. But now at this age in my life, I do not like moving around. I want to just stay stationary. I want to just live and have a place of familiarity that I come back to, and where I sow my hopes, my dreams, my soul into. You know what I'm saying? And to see that is being threatened is makes me angry. It's heartbreaking. It makes me want to take on the landlord, and all that kind of stuff, because he's been kind of bullying me too and doing things that he's not supposed to do, but it's like I'm dealing with so much. I don't have time to waste on him at this particular time. So today, I called my friend, one of my male friends who lives in another state. I called him And I didn't even know I was depressed. It just hit me all at once, and I just started crying over the phone, just profusely crying. When I get like this, the light of God in my eyes gets dimmer and dimmer and dimmer, and the hope in my heart gets dimmer and dimmer and dimmer, to where I end up, making foolish choices, being very, depressed and down and doom and gloom, and looking at the world like I hate being here. I hate this world because there's so much suffering. God, why don't you do something? Why aren't you doing something? Why hadn't you stopped, things from occurring? Just all the whole shebang. But then when I'm on the up and up, I'm hopeful. I'm praying against the enemy's attacks and things of that sort. So, but right now I just had to, after getting that cry out, I had to think like, girl, Sheila, do you really want to just stay down? Do you really want to believe that there is no God? Do you really want to believe that you are powerless and that you have no say in anything? Do you want to be a victim? Do you want to stay down? Do you want to just stop believing for better? Because if you stop believing, then that means there's no hope. And if there's no hope, why continue to fight? So I decided I didn't want to be in that dark place. I decided I'm going to speak life into myself. I have a protest I have to go to, in support of the organization I'm a part of, All of Us or None. This protest is for an organization called the Cheney Center, who helps individuals get back established in the community who were in prison. And it's been around for years and years. And the government basically is trying to close them down. Here in Milwaukee, it's called the Cheney Center. And so today we're protesting and rallying support for the Cheney Center on 31st and Fond du Lac, the Cheney Center here in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. So if you hear this message, anybody, please render your support. Our rally starts at noon, which is not far from now, and I'm sitting up here and I haven't even got dressed. I had to kick myself in the butt, and I'm going to get up, and I'm definitely going to the rally, because even though my world may feel like it's dark and it's closing in, I have to continue to push myself forward and fight and not let the enemy win, because else my life will be for naught. All my accomplishments, all my hard work will be for naught, and I don't want it to be for naught. So I hope this encourages somebody out there, and to know that this is me. I've always not had a filter on. This is me, the happy me that you see on social media, and the sad me, the depressed me, the I don't give a care me. This is just me. And so I pray for your support. I pray for your energies, to uplift not just me, but everybody, people that's around you. You don't know what nobody dealing with. So yeah, thank you, and blessings to everybody. And I'm gonna get myself together. Thank you.